Hello, I'm Everett Erickson, and this is The Mixed Review, the movie review segment where you hear from two perspectives, positive and negative. Today's movie is Dunkirk, the historical epic directed by Christopher Nolan, depicting the evacuation of English soldiers from France during World War II. The film is up for a total of 8 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director, Best Cinematography, and Best Score.
Why waste precious tanks when they can pick us off from the air like fish in a barrel?
There are 400,000 men on this beach.
It's time for The Good Review. Dunkirk on the surface looks like every other World War II film, but it goes far beyond the others in terms of quality. The story it tells is historically important, and the story that is told is historically accurate, something essential in films about significant events. More importantly, and where the film begins to diverge from the rest of the pack, the movie uses multiple perspectives on multiple timelines, putting the audience not just in the shoes of the escaping soldiers, but also of the civilians who helped the soldiers cross the channel, and of the fighter pilots who kept the soldiers from being fired upon or bombed from above. Even with such an experienced director, the time-jumping aspect of the film was absolutely a risky move, but it is executed seamlessly and fits well with the rest of the story. The characters are immersive and expressive, while also maintaining subtleties of performance. But by far my favorite aspect of the film is its amount of dialogue, in that it doesn't have a lot. A good director will use dialogue sparingly, and Christopher Nolan knows exactly when to contrast the loud panic of an escape or crisis with the silence of a moment of doubt and fear. I give Dunkirk 5 out of 5 stars. Now, the bad review. The film Dunkirk has a flaw that has the danger to alienate a significant portion of the audience. The film is quite confusing if you aren't paying the closest attention to when the film jumps backwards and forwards in time. Anyone leaving to go to the bathroom will be lost when they return, taking out what they missed from the story. Other than that major aspect of the movie, the characters are the weakest link. Most of the characters just seem bland or without personality, and we never really know enough about each individual to be 100% invested in their part of the story. It's almost like Nolan has provided the audience a jigsaw puzzle with only border pieces. We have just enough information to comprehend, but not enough to understand what the full picture is. The story drags in numerous spots, and by far the most interesting storyline is Tom Hardy's portrayal of the fighter pilot, with the two other storylines weaving in and out of being interesting. The music is surprisingly bland to have come from Hans Zimmer, but it's still receiving a significant amount of praise, so you might not want to take my word on that. To me, it just seemed like the most important instrument he used was the ticking of clocks. Any way you put it, Dunkirk is just another example of Christopher Nolan putting spectacle over story in his films. I give it 0 stars. And there you have it. You heard a review of Dunkirk from someone who liked it and from someone who didn't. Now, if you want to see it or not, that's up to you. I'm Everett Erickson, and that was The Mixed Review.